I'm back. It took me a moment to come back because the people under the stairs are burning a steak and cooking up some meth. And my whole apartment smells like it. So I'm not a happy bunny right now. It took me a couple minutes to come back. In fact, I should probably just open my front door. It smells so fucking bad in here. And call everyone and their mother tomorrow about it. Great. It's raining. Wonderful. It's good for my apple tree. Hey, Say, how are you, dear? Waiting for Sugar to come back, but I'm still taking donations for readings. I'm going to watch a movie soon. So if you want to stay for the movie, I should probably put that in the description, huh? Movie's going to start at 10:30. My dog's okay, yeah. She's much better. She got really excited. And I don't know, maybe the drugs that people are smoking in the house are affecting her. So I'm going to have to talk to my vet about it. I'm pretty sure that methamphetamines is not something that dogs or people are supposed to ingest. My whole apartment smells like a steak and burning drugs. I'm not fucking happy about it. And there's nothing I can do. At least I don't think there's anything I can do. So it took me a minute to come back because I had to open my doors and my windows because the whole house reeks of shit. Part of my friend's YouTube. You know, I started this YouTube thing to get me the hell out of here. And as much as I love the haunted house and the creepy graveyard, I can just go find another one. All these wonderful spirits that have, you know, brought me protection and safety and joy, they'll just go with me. I got to find a place soon, man. Or these people got to get out. I don't know what to say. But the dog is fine now. I'm going to take her to the vet this week. Again. Hey, Sugar, so glad you came back. I'm sorry it took me a minute. I'm having some issues with the house and the people who live in the house and commit crimes. You know, the children under the stairs. So we left off in regards to your trust, your foundation of trust, your foundation of loyalty, your foundation of trusting yourself and others. This Nine of Wands can seem like a really, I mean, you see how burdensome it is for Sophia to be carrying this bag of trees on her back. But in this, traditionally, this is all about letting the people you trust that choose you into your life to help you with that. So, yeah. I feel like we're getting back into that strength. Nine of Wands, we talked about how the burdensomeness, allowing the people that you already trust in this King of Pentacles to help you with those. I know it sounds kind of crazy for me to say it to you as an adult, that like you need to go back to the family and those people that maybe even if you don't find that security with your family, the people that are choosing you now that you feel you can trust, if there is somebody. You obviously trust me to give you tarot card readings. I'm here to help you. But as somebody that you trust as a tarot card reader, I'm also telling you that my mentor would tell you the very same thing. Go back to the people that you trust. Find that courage and that strength. Let them help you through this burdensome times. Tell your mom, your sister, your brother, whatever, whoever, even if it's not somebody you're blood related to that you feel that way about, what you're going through. Start building that foundation of love and trust in this King of Pentacles and this Nine of Wands and this Strength card to help you find that courage that we were talking about in the beginning. That courage to turn your back on that burdensomeness, to trust the process, to trust yourself, to trust that what you're communicating. Because see, it's like you feel like you're going to say the wrong thing. You feel like you're going to communicate the wrong thing with your face, the sound of your voice, the words that you say, the actions you take through communication. So this person, let's see how this person, this friend of yours feels about you and get into some advice. What exactly do you tell them? Well, look at what you told me. Let me ask you a question. How close do you feel with your parents? Let's start there. Do they make you feel magical, or do they make you feel like you're at a crossroads where you have to decide where you're going to go, or else they're not going to talk to you ever again? And it has to be their way. I knew it. They make you feel like you're at a crossroad, but what you have to understand at the same time, these are the people that are going to remind you and who you are and the power you have. You might have to go to mom and say, hey, this is how I feel. And I don't know, I've been talking to this death doula chick. And if she doesn't know what a death doula is, it's a life and death midwife. And you have to understand that what these cards are telling you, don't have to tell her about the tarot cards, okay? You have to tell her or somebody you trust, your family. That's what Nine of Wands is all about. Letting your tribe help you. Letting your tribe support you. Letting your tribe take some action in the next steps you take in your life. Oh, yeah. Balls to the wall, say. Hey, James. Welcome to the Chammy. Oh, she's going to do backflips off the wall, dude. That's how she's going to react. Okay, James? I hope that helps. Any girl who wouldn't be flattered is a wicked witch of the West, and you should back off. But I don't think that she's going to feel that way. Any girl is going to just love that, okay? I promise. Especially if you're not sitting outside her door like an ogre. I've had this happen. God, I feel like you're giving me the roses and crystals. Thank you. Just by coming in here and asking that question. I appreciate that, James. Yeah, so what I'm saying is going back to family. Your family does see and feel that you are already very magical and strong. They have your back no matter what in that Nine of Wands. I know that it might not feel that way right now, but if you get that energy between you and your family, you're going to find it again. And it's going to make you stronger, and it's going to help you build, and it's going to help you remember who you are again, okay? Because you're strong. And you have a strong background of souls and spirits that are your spirit guides and watching over you all. Okay, you cannot doubt that. Look at your background. Look at your ethnicity. Look at where you come from. Look how far your family has come to get you here right now. Do you know that when you don't have a child, that you break a line of 1 million people that brought you to where you were today? Yeah, isn't that powerful? So, chop chop, put in your resumes for baby daddy. I'm just trying to make y'all laugh, but I'm also trying to give you a reality check as well. Okay? When I see this card, I think about go back to the people you trust. That's literally what Spirit's saying in this. Welcome back, Marianne. Literally what Spirit's saying in this King of Pentacles, to find that strength and that courage. Be making you feel like you're at a crossroads and you don't know which way to go. And the only way you can make them happy is deciding the way they want you to go. But it won't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is that these people are there to support you in being the best version of yourself. They believe in you. They believe you're the magic one. They believe that life is what you make it, but your thoughts are what you make it too, sugar. So the energy behind all of this is this beautiful Sun card, the beautiful Emperor card, and getting things in order. Like, you know that your lease is up. You know you might want to move soon. You know summer's coming in. Get things in order for that. So, yeah, it's Sunday Night Noir now. We had the Super Bowl party. It's over. I had to restart the live again because because I had to finish Suga's reading. So now the title says Sunday Night Noir film. So we're gonna do a noir film at 10:30. It's gonna be short. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I want to pick a short one. And then Tarot's gonna commence through the movie while we watch it. If somebody pays it for a reading or asks a question, I'll be in the text message to give them their reading or answer their question while the movie's playing. Welcome back, Marianne. So, I don't know where you are with your family, but I promise you, you are the way, the light, and the truth for them. And this Sun card, this Emperor card. All right. Your dad just wants, I don't know who your dad is, or whoever the male heir is in your family, or the person who's the male energy in your life. There's a male energy that just wants nothing but to make sure you're happy and financially secure. It could be your dad. It could be your brother. I don't know. But all in all, your family just thinks you're absolutely awesome in the Sun card. Okay. So let's get some advice from the Liminal Space deck. I also want to ask how your friends are feeling about you. Spirit, how Sugar's friends feeling about Sugar? They might feel like you're either too calm or too much of a uphill battle in this Six of Swords. It's like you are something to be reckoned with. You're smart, you're talented, you're hardworking, you're a badass motherfucker, part of my French YouTube in this Six of Swords. And you're just taking yourself to higher ground. They, in fact, envy it in the Six of Swords. Many people wish they could be a little bit more like you. Also, they feel like you're very passionate in your communication, or they wish that you were more passionate in the way that you communicate. They like the way that you look. They like the way that you treat yourself. They like the way you treat, the things around you, like the cat, the plants, the earth, the world around you. They do feel and see this passionate queen inside of you. And you're a majestic ass queen of your reality, and people see that. But when you start saying, I'm not going to convince you, but when you see it, you'll know. Okay? You might, like, for instance, the guy at the yoga class. That was a sure sign that your specific person is just right around the corner. And that person could easily become your specific person as well. Yeah, we're going to see how your friend A feels about you, and A feels about you in a moment. But this is generally how people feel about you who are your friends. This Six of Swords and this Queen of Wands. They feel that you are a person who is emotionally, financially secure. Even if you're not, they think you're a strong person. And they'd like to be more like you. Spirit, how does Suga's friend A feel about Suga? Oh, this is so interesting. Loyal, trusting, loving, caring, and you know what you want in this reversed Seven of Cups. She knows you're no bullshit. Okay? She knows that she can count on you and she can trust you in this Queen of Pentacles. And she knows you to be your true, authentic self in this Queen of Pentacles and this reversed Seven of Cups. Okay? One more card was flipped up, the Fool. I feel like a new adventure, some kind of new story is starting for you. Something about the full moon. Maybe you're going to get a puppy. Maybe you're going to hear some news that you like. Maybe someone has a puppy love. You know, she's dressed up like a cat, so she's dressed up to the nines. Her 9 lives. She's got the little puppy. Spirit's saying take that leap of faith and go for it. Go for what it is you want. Look at Maria. I've been telling her for a year. Tell that guy you like him. Tell that guy how you feel. That guy feels the same. Just do it. Man. She waited too long. All right? She waited too long. And then right before he left, because he told her he was going to leave, she told him. And he felt the same way. Same way. But now because he was leaving to move many, many, many states away, he's limiting beliefs and circumstances. Told him to tell her maybe we shouldn't stay in touch. And they're in no contact now. But she was also feeling not good enough, as if she didn't have the right to even say, you, I honestly love you. Okay? And society does this shit to us. Especially fucking internet, pardon my French. Especially social media. You know, I get on social media every day and I see these other girls playing music. And I'm not as skinny as them. I'm not as popular as them. I'm not even probably as good looking as them, but I'll tell you what. I'll fucking run circles around them with my guitar behind my back and sing them all under the table while blowing the roof off every venue that anyone would give me a chance to. Okay? And that's what's fucking different about me. It's not ego. It's knowing your place and knowing who you are and knowing what is to be true. So what is it, Sugar, that's special about you? You're a good person. You're probably a beautiful girl. You're probably talented in something if you're doing yoga. I mean, that takes some talent. And who knows what you could play off upon that. I mean, there's people on YouTube making a fortune doing naked yoga. So I'm not saying do naked anything, but you know what I mean? You have potential. No matter what your age is, no matter what you look like, no matter where you come from, all you got to do is just know. So A feels good about you. A does feel good about you. I'm sorry I froze. You know, once again, feels like you're a loyal and trusting who knows what they want and knows where they're going in life. That's how she sees you. Nothing negative at all. Let's get someone from Spirit. That's fine. You can't do yoga, but you can dance. You can do yoga dance. Whatever it is that you do. I don't know why I said yoga. You've gotten this card before. Know thyself. Just get to know you, okay? Who are you? What do you like? What do you do? What do you want? You know, because until all are free, none are free. You've got to free those limiting beliefs and circumstances. You've got to throw them out the window and be like, there went my logic with my circumstances and limiting beliefs. I do this every day. I start to get pissed off about what fucking people under the stairs. I start to get pissed off because fucking stupid Chammy starts fucking blocking people because stupid fucking AI and stupid fucking bots. Pardon my French, stupid fucking YouTube. And my head starts spinning and I'm like, how am I going to make the money so that I can get unstuck? I literally caught myself saying that. What do I have to do to make it happen so that I can be and do whatever I want? I stopped and forgot myself for a moment that I don't even have to lift a finger. I don't even have to fucking believe in it. I'm already the rock star I want to be. I'm already the person that I'm supposed to be. Every day I'm waking up working on the best version of myself. Even if I wasn't the best version of myself yesterday, I have another chance today. Okay, and remember what I don't know if you were here earlier. You know, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about specific people, you know, and getting into the idea of what it is that you want with them. You know, there's one thing in the way to manifesting what you want, sugar. Okay, and the only thing that it is your behavior towards everything. Your specific person's behavior towards you has nothing to do with the difficulty. Okay, it has nothing to do with like circumstance. I mean, it does, but at the same time, your behavior towards things, you're initiating the cosmic flow of things to not turn out the way that you want because you believe that possibly, you know, that you can't really have what you want. This is what Cottonfly's problem was. We would talk and talk and talk and talk, all right, and then one day, you know, after her talking and saying things that I really didn't find them to be hurtful, but when I started to question them, I was like, does she really not believe in me? Does she really believe that people are not coming to purchase my merchandise or my readings because they don't believe in what I'm saying, because they see about what's going on in my pathetic bullshit life? Yeah, it's pathetic and bullshit. But if I keep telling myself that shit story, it's going to stay that way. And I will have no choice but to blame it on myself. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you at the end of the day that it's somebody else's fault, because no, it's my fault. Okay, and I'm right where I'm at because of my thoughts, my actions, my limiting beliefs, my circumstances. I let fear choose my fate too many times. And I've always been that girl at the fucking prom table on the bench. Okay, the ugly girl, the too different girl, the too pretty girl. All right, the freak of nature girl. I'm always on that bench. But I tell you what, one chance get up off that bench, I'm going to take the whole roof off of the building. Okay? It'll be, you know, Wizard of Oz meets the wall. But sugar, even if you don't believe in it and what it is that you want, even if you don't know what it is right now, what you're doing that's right is you're allowing your higher self, which is your heart, to guide you based on what you don't want. You knew you didn't want that apartment. You know you want to be there and you'd love to have that. But there's so much more amazingness than you could ever imagine behind stepping up for yourself and saying, that's really not good for me. So give yourself a pat on the back for that. All right? You and your specific person, whether it's GP, GA, SP, NP, ABCD, 1, 2, 3, you know, anything in your reality that's circumstances just don't matter. He's got a girlfriend. He's got a whatever. What about you? Allow someone to pick you. Allow someone in without being afraid that they're not going to pick you. Try something different. I've noticed that if you don't have this down within yourself, you know, you're going to find transcending circumstances that don't do anybody any good. I'm pretty sure they do like you, Aisha. then I'm pretty sure they do miss you, sweetheart. I don't need cards to tell you that. You know, you're going to find these transcending circumstances also to feel impossible. Now I'm just kind of going into a rant about manifesting and creating the reality you want. It's not going to be this haunted house all the time. And it's not going to be this graveyard all the time. You know, one day it might turn into hotel rooms. One day it might turn into a U-Haul. One day it might turn into the car. It might turn into a different haunted house with a graveyard. I think the house is for sale for $500,000 in cash. If I had it today, I would go give it to him, even though I've already put $150,000 worth of rent into it over the last decade. And was always on time with my rent. But you know what? It doesn't show on my credit. But I'm pretty sure that the bank could help me prove that. And that's what's great, is that, you know, that limiting belief that I used to have, that, oh God, I've put all this money into this house and I've always paid it on time, but, you know, maybe, you know, I don't know that they're ever going to find that on record or give me credit for that. Well, I know now when I go to get a home mortgage, I'll be able to just have the bank will have my back. Even if no one here will. Even if people are telling me you're too poor to live in our shitty apartment, I'm going to find a fucking place to live. And I'm going to get a goddamn lease, or I'm going to get a fucking mortgage, and I'm never going to be homeless again. This is just fancy homeless, okay? Because when you live in the state of Georgia and you don't own a home or you don't have a lease, you're considered homeless. Yeah. And I don't like that. And I'm not going back to the U-Haul. So I will stand my ground and enforce my civil rights. And you should enforce your civil rights too, sugar. Everybody deserves basic human rights. Okay? You're not going to go to the produce section and be like, hey, I'm going to buy some fucking bananas, and be real fucking rude to the other person who's trying to just buy some bananas too. No, that's not normal. That's not tactful. That's not finesse. And you should remember that any situation you're in should just be as peaceful and awesome as buying bananas in the produce section. Okay? You can have this peace, sugar. All right, sweetheart? Finding yourself arguing with your circumstances instead of, changing them, you're going to find yourself feeling defeated. You're going to find yourself defeated in the face of your circumstances and in your limiting beliefs. It's very easy to just change your mind. Change your mind that he does accept you. Change your mind that your friends accept you for who you are. Because I'm telling you, sugar, you wouldn't want friends that don't accept you for who you are at the end of the day. Okay? I have some of the most amazing friends in the world because I decided that I would just let people accept me for who I am and the freaking nature I am at the end of the day. Whether I got 6 fingers or 6 toes or 3 eyeballs or whatever. We all usually do have 3 eyeballs because, we got that third eye. So Spirit is asking you to know thyself first. And I think the best way to get to know thyself is getting back to the roots. Don't be ashamed to go home. Because this time you're going home big. You got a good job. You've been independent. You have your own place. You're not living under mommy and daddy's thumb. But also don't be ashamed to put your ego aside and go back home. Even if that's what feels right. Even if you have to give up the apartment and give up the living, that independent lifestyle. You're always going to be an independent and free woman, no matter where you're at, as long as you give that to yourself. Okay? You don't want to be like that girl who's desperate to pay $4,000 a month just to save her relationship with some guy who's just an extra added bonus, okay? I'll tell you what, if I had $4,000 a month, it would not be spending it on some 2-bedroom, 2-bath little shenanigan apartment in nowhere, North California or San Francisco. Yeah. You get a palace in Atlanta for that. You get a palace in Nashville for that. You could get a palace in Los Angeles for that. I'm sorry. You get a palace on the beach for that anywhere. And you deserve that palace, sugar. And you remember that, okay? I'm going to go ahead and give you a spirit clearing now. I know this is taking a really long, hunky time. I don't know if you're still there, but here's your spirit clearing so that when you do come back to this, Spirit, just put your loving arms around Suga and guide her to where she needs to be, feeling good and feeling right. Go ahead and take a deep breath, Suga. Hold it in for a few moments. And just let that go. Just let it all go. Inhale what's good. And exhale what's not good. Keep me updated. I'm going to go ahead and get the movie ready. Okay, James, are you there? James Helen, are you there? Are you there, James Helen? It's time for your reading, dear. Oh, you're so welcome, Sugar. I'm sending you a virtual hug. Okay, great, James. So we already know how she's going to feel about the crystals and the roses. Would you like me to ask the cards how this person's feeling about you and get you some advice? Or do you have any other questions that are important to you in regards to your reading? Okay. Okay, so she can definitely see you as her person. How will she react? Oof. Is there any other ladies that I have to compete with? Or can we actually go out with our friends and family and meet new people where I don't have to feel like I have to compete for somebody because he really likes me and loves me and oh my God, I can trust him and this is so cool. That's how she's going to feel. But how does she feel about you? She feels like she's going to be able to see you in her future as a vision, as a partner in this Two of Cups, Two of Wands, and this Knight of Wands as well. She knows it's not just going to be, she's going to know, if she doesn't already, it's not going to just be a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am kind of thing. This is really something loving and beautiful that you can build upon. All right. And remember, Spirit is saying in this Magician, it's already yours. The desires that you want with her, how do you react? How do you want her to feel about you? Imagine it in your thoughts and feelings. Go to bed tonight as if she's either there next to you in the bed or there's another bed next to you, or maybe she's on the other side of the room on a couch or a cot or a sleeping bed, whatever makes you feel comfortable. But go to sleep tonight as if she's there with you and you have everything that you want with her. All right? Throw all that logic out the window, circumstances, limiting beliefs. Just throw that all out the window just for tonight. And let it bring you some joy, okay? Because Spirit's really saying everything's okay. You are the magic wand here. You don't need to cast any spells. You don't need to find a spellcaster. You don't need to get another tarot card reading unless you really just need some guidance in moving forward. You're the magic wand here. Sorry, I just froze up, but Spirit's saying everything's going to be fine. It's going to be magical. But if you continue to allow the ideas that don't serve you, once again, to rule the roost, as I say, you might not get the reaction you want. You might not get what you want. It's all up to you. It's in your hands. All right. What do you want? You're the magic wand. Okay. Let's get your space deck. Okay. 1111. It's on like Donkey Kong. Okay. So give it to yourself. All right. What do you want? It's already yours because you desired it. You wouldn't desire it if it wasn't meant to be yours, okay? So that's your homework. That's what you got to do. That's all you got to do. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't even have to give her roses and crystals. But it's going to be so awesome because you did. So much more awesome because it's an extra added bonus. So just close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Hold it in for a few moments. Let it all out. Just take another deep breath. Inhale what's good. And just exhale what doesn't serve you. Exhale what's bad. Okay? And keep me updated, okay? I'm here for you. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much for the like. Make sure y'all like the live. Please. Go ahead and find a movie. Are you still there? Okay, I guess she's not there. All right, I hope you guys enjoy the movie. It should be over in about 20 minutes. I've never watched this silent film, so I don't know what's happening, but it looks pretty interesting. I'm going to use the little Elven girls room, and I will be right back. Oh, shit. Hmm. Really? Hey, Leslin, what's up? We're watching some silent films. I was kind of in hopes that you guys would see it on the big screen like I do, but Marianne's letting me know that it's just I'm on the big screen instead of the movie. Well, it's okay. At least we're figuring out what's happening with this picture-in-picture thing with YouTube. Yeah, when a commercial in my movie night. Alice in Wonderland. This is not what we want to watch. Let's go to, or maybe Alice in Wonderland is the next. Oh, I guess that's what's next. Something about Alice in Wonderland. I guess I will have to check out StreamYard. So maybe we can play around with that sometime. I'd really like movie night to have movie night across the screen, but me down in the little screen instead of the movie. So what the fuck, YouTube, pardon my French. Pardon my ranch dressing. I'm so embarrassed that I'm all over the screen and you guys can't even see the movie. I can't even see the movie. It's bad, it's blurry. Alice dreams that she sees the white rabbit and follows him down the rabbit hole into the hall of many doors. Ooh. Alice in Wonderland. Ooh, it's so cool because that's what my new album is called. It's called Alice in Poetryland. And it's just me and plants and poetry and singing. I did not plan this, by the way. Hey, come here. Oh, my baby. Look at that rabbit. I think I have onesies that look like that. That's such a cool idea. Maybe I'll get like I'll make a room like that and do tarot. That'd be cool. I got Ricky here and she's feeling better. The dog is literally watching the screen. That's it. I'm making a huge door out of a piece of cardboard. And I'm going to start doing tarot in a pretty dress and a blonde wig. I'm kidding. Alice, now very small, has gained access to the garden where she meets a dog, Ruby Doo, and tries to make him play with her. Oh, wow. Did you hear that, Ruby? A dog. A dog, 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 dog. Alice enters the White Rabbit's tiny house, but having suddenly resumed her normal size, she is unable to get out until she remembers the magic fan. Who's the magic fan? Is it Jack White? Just look at that. That's amazing. Look, they just did that with box or something. So creative. What does that mean? The royal procession. The queen invites Alice to join Alice and intentionally the queen who calls for executioner to behead her, but Alice growing bolder boxes his ears and in confusion, which results awakes. That's amazing. All those cute little cards. Who wants to be a card in my music video? I'll be right back. I hope that this is not in the whole screen. It's ridiculous. isn't such a silent film after all, is it? Like, just having to shout over. Holy cow. It's Charlie Chaplin. All right. So I know that we had talked a little bit about manifesting earlier during several people's readings. I just want to go into it in a minute, a little bit about what's going on in regards to my thoughts and feelings about that. Hey, Ruby. Oh my God. My nephew's getting married. Oh, I'm so happy for him. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. I just did a movie night over on YouTube, and I just wanted to come here and see if anybody needed any help with tarot. I'm going to put on the spirit box in a minute. If y'all could come over on Sunday night and join me for tarot and Sunday night noir films. Mostly silent films because they're so funny. We just watched Alice in Wonderland. That was pretty cool. I just wanted to come by, see if anybody needed a reading, see if anybody needed any grief counseling, and talk a little bit about manifesting. Going to do the spirit box as well. Remember, you can get the $5 taco box. The $5 taco box has the $5, 3 questions. You get 5+ cards. You get 10 minutes with me. I also get a spirit clearing. I have certain questions that I do not answer. Do not ask me if your lover, your partner, your husband, your wife is cheating on you. Please do not ask me any sex questions. Sex is not for free here. Also, I can help you with love, your twin flame journey, twin flame union, twin flame reunion, soulmate journey, soulmate reunion, and past life, present life, and future life. Well, I don't like to go too much into the past because I want you to stay right here and experience now. I will go back into the past for you. It's a $10 reading. You get 10+ cards. You can also get a general reading for $15, 15+ cards. But the $5 taco box, even though it's not a general reading, will give you a general kind of little mini roadmap to your heart's desire, kind of gets you pointed in the right direction on that crossroad that you've come to. It's 11:11, so please make a wish. At least it's 11:11 on the East Coast. Hey, Jack Mac, how are you? How are you, man? It's good to see you. Grief counseling, tarot card readings, $5 to $33. It's only $1 a minute, $1 a card. You can get your in-depth readings for 25 plus cards, Twinflame for 33 plus cards. You can also get a rapid transformational life coaching session for $40, 40 plus cards. A lot of you tend to get into a feeling and a state that does not serve you. And even though you'll go from tarot reading to tarot reading, therapy session to therapy session, grief counseling session, whatever, I see a lot of you tripping up. And I just want to help you get through that phase, walking through what some of us call hell. And I know that a lot of you want to just get through that without the devil even knowing your name. So go ahead and let me know what you need help with. Feel free to leave me comments down below or in the chat or wherever you may find this. Everything you need to know should be in the link in the bio. My YouTube, my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App. I do not have a website. I think it's like just a big waste of time and a big waste of money. But I do have the YouTube, and that is my website. This Instagram is my website. I do not have WhatsApp, so please do not try to contact me on WhatsApp. If anybody tries to contact you saying they're me, just don't. It's not me unless it's coming from the Stormy Blue Music is Sacred account or it's coming from the Stormy Hayworth account on YouTube. Also, everything you need to know about making donations on Instagram is in the link in bio. I prefer PayPal, but if you have Venmo, I can get that to you. Cash App, I can get that to you as well. I'm going to turn the spirit box on now. We just had Film Noir night on YouTube. I look forward to bringing you guys some more horror hosting nights and some films that I really cherish and love that I grew up watching with my parents. And let's just see what the spirit box has to say for us tonight. I love how Instagram is letting me type in the chat now. You know what I appreciate about you, Jack Knight? I appreciate that you don't ask me for money, and I appreciate that you support me, and I appreciate that you send me cute videos. And also, thank you for taking note of what I said about, recognizing, if an animal is really in stress or if it's been set up. You might want to check into, you might want to, even though you might not be a vegan or a vegetarian, you might want to check in with PETA or even your local government in regards to animal rights. They might want to have you on a ballot that asks you about how you feel about your animal rights. In fact, I have my 2024 ballot here for the state of Georgia. Let's go ahead and just see who gave it to me so that y'all know who to contact about getting that survey. People of ethical treatment of animals. Yeah, so it'll be PETA. So I do that every year. And if there's anybody, hey, Marianne, welcome back, Marianne, to the YouTube chat. I hope you like the silent films. I'm sorry that YouTube doesn't give us the picture-in-picture where you guys see the big screen and I'm on the little screen, but we're going to work on that. Maybe when you have time or somebody has time, you can test out StreamYard with me, and then that way y'all can get the big picture of the films that I show when I'm doing horror hosting or just, film hosting or whatever during the tarot readings. I'd really like to make that work. Since YouTube does not give you an option to make the picture-in-picture where whatever you're sharing on the screen is large, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Why? I think maybe it's like a new thing. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and turn the spirit box on. Let's see what Spirit maybe has to say to us, something on the Spirit box tonight. Sorry it's so dark in here. I just want to see if there's something different about it being dark at night when I put the Spirit box on. But maybe we should find the Spirit box first. Okay. I think the batteries are right here somewhere. I do not have I don't think I have a battery for the REM pod, but I'm going to try to put one of the batteries in it just to see if it will work. Because sometimes, believe it or not, these 9-volt batteries will charge up on the orgone generator. My orgone generator is not close near me, so I can show. Hopefully I'll be able to show that again in a couple of more lives. Once I can get back to my desk, I'm like up to my elbows in art projects. So it's like a tornado in the haunted house. I know we can't start movies on YouTube because of copyright protection. I would be careful. So all of those films between 1900 and 1940 are pretty much free in the free public space. So even if you were to want to show them, Marianne, on your YouTube, you could, because they're all just in the public domain because they're so old. And I don't think that I don't think it's a problem showing them on YouTube. I've never, ever gotten like a copyright strike or any problems. Because once again, mechanical license is really important to have when you are doing cover songs or you are sharing content that might be copyright written. But all those for films from like the silent films, 1900, that's all free copyright. That's all free. Yeah, it's in the public domain, so I would never ever share something that was not in the public domain unless somebody begged me. And even if I don't know if it's I was so like appalled that Chet Baker, like I had played some Chet Baker on my record player one night during like a spaghetti Wednesday night jam. My record now, okay, even though I have a mechanical license, they were like, you have to share your monetization with that channel. And I was like, that's a little bit strange to me. That's a little bit strange. So I stopped listening to that particular playlist, and I stopped listening to the records that I owned on my lives because I don't know why YouTube thinks it's okay to tell me that Chet Baker is not in free domain when he should be in the public free domain. It's old enough. But maybe some recordings are not. I'm not totally 100% sure. I just know that I like old films, and they're my favorite and always have been. Like I grew up watching them with my parents. And I like to show them. And I haven't been able to do a movie night for a really long night. For a really long time. Let's see what the spirit box is saying. Hello, Spirit. If there's any good spirits there that want to come forward and speak to us tonight, all you have to do is just speak into the spirit box here. We should be able to hear your voices. I don't know how it works on the other side, but if any good spirits want to come forth and speak to us, please do not take energy from the people in the chat on YouTube or Instagram. Please do not take energy from me or the dogs or the dad or anybody in the house. Do not touch anybody in the chat. Please do not touch me. Please do not touch anybody in the house. If you need energy, please do not take energy from the batteries or the electronics. Please take energy from the orgone generator. It's a blue heart. It lights up when you plug it into the wall. You'll also find the yellow pentacle on the other side of the room. It will also light up. You can take life chi energy from those machines. It will give you the life chi energy that you need to speak to us continuously through the spirit box or the pyramids. The orgone pyramids that are in the room will also give you energy. That's why it's next to the spirit box. So if you would just speak into the spirit box, let us know what's going on. We'd love to know your name. If there's any good spirits there that want to speak to us, please do so now while the portal is open. We'd like to know your names. And we'd like to know how many of you are there, please. Oh, and please do not touch me. If you touch me, it will burn you. Please do not touch me. Please, I'm asking you, spirits. One and it's dead. Hey, Dollface Steve, how are you, sweetheart? If you want to get a free question, the only cards that are available for free question right now are the creepy, freaky fortune cards. But I am doing $5 taco box tonight if you're interested. You know, it's $5, 3 cards, 5 plus. No, it's $5, 3 questions, 5 plus, and you get a spirit clearing. So it's kind of like, you know, Taco Bell box. You get 3 tacos, a snack on the side, and a free drink. I don't think that battery works that I just had in the spirit box. So I mean in the REM pod. So I'm going to try a different battery. So spirit, this machine is very much like a theremin. So if you want to play us a song, please do so. We would love to hear your song. You can touch. We can actually work it out where. So I've got the REM pod on top of the spirit box. Spirit, can you turn the light back to blue? You want a free creepy fortune telling card? Sure, babe. What's your question, say? What's your question, Dollface? It's a Super Bowl party tonight, so there are frees. I was just waiting for somebody to ask. If you want a freaky, creepy fortune telling card. If you want the Gypsy Queen card reader, scary freaky card. I always love it when people want these cards. Yeah, I'm like, okay, what are your questions? I'm also taking donations. It's $5, 5 plus cards, 3 questions. While it's not a general reading, it is still a map to your heart's desires. Spirit, I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit so the frequency isn't so high. Oh wow, it was on low frequency. What's going on with that? Are you really keeping it blue, Spirit? Okay. Oh, it's green. All right, I really believe now that just has nothing to do with me. I'm not touching it. There's nothing close to the REM pod. We'll have the future I dream of. Of course you will, sweetheart. Of course. Let's see what you need to know about that right now, say. Let's see what you need to know. So you've got, I think it's 6 of clubs, number 43. It's a beautiful, like lightning bolt. Is that art? It's like a lightning bolt coming out of a heart. The card says lightning denotes surprise. Disagreeable in accordance of to distance. Lightning denotes surprise. Disagreeable in accordance to distance. So let me ask you a question. Have you gotten romantic feelings for someone who's long distance? Because either way, you know, you can have this. Have you been thunderstruck by someone who you just can't forget? You know, my mother was a redheaded, green-eyed Sicilian. So, you know, they say that you only get thunderstruck once, twice, maybe 3 times in your life. If you're lucky, you get that third chance. Hey, Yang, I'm still having a hard time pronouncing your name. We're going to practice it, though. I always want to call you Ciao Bella. But I just know that's not your name. So I just call you Yang. How are you doing, sweetheart? I hope you're feeling better this evening. You're in a long-distance relationship for 3 years. And look at that, 43. It's got that 3 there. Has it been like 3 years, 4 months, maybe? We got the number 6. Cut 6 in half, it's 3. Chua. I'm just going to call you Chew. Chua. Like Chihuahua? I'm going to have to go back and listen to the voice message. I'm terrible at your name. I feel so bad. I just want to be respectful and say your name right just for once. I've never had such a difficult time. But, you know, you can speak multiple languages and still mess someone's name up terribly. 3 years in late March. Interesting. Well, I'd love to do more of a reading to know sometime, like, what's going on. And if you ever want to get more into it, you know where you need to be for a reading. Dollface, are you still there? I'm going to get you a creepy, freaky fortune-telling card. Or did you put your question in? I'm just blind as a bat and can't see. Let me read up. Okay, so you talked to and went to hang out with the guy I used to date. It was scary but exciting. Okay, I'm on the same page you're on now, Dollface. I'm glad I did it because it was out of my comfort zone. Yeah, sometimes it's important to do things outside of your comfort zone, even if it's just bungee jumping. But yes, I don't need to give you a tarot card to know. Okay, Jack Mag, see you soon. Have a good week at work. Happy Valentine's week. And be safe, dude. So yeah, you're in that long relationship. What in Dollface, you need to really look at what is the future that you want. What does that look like to you with this person that's long distance? How does that feel? Okay, Spirit, could you just stop with the REM pod? You're going to give me a headache. I think the Spirit's trying to eat the battery, even though I asked them not to. Spirit, what does Dollface need to know about this connection with their ex? Will Tyrone and her hang out again? Will Dollface, Diva, and Tyrone? I just love that song by Badu. It's not Badu Assad, it's Erykah Badu. Sorry, they kind of have similar names. Okay, here's your card, babe. Extra Joker. What the fudge, Spirit? I think Spirit's really enjoying whatever's going on between you two. Okay, let's see what the energy is on the card below it. Okay, I got that Joker wrapped around my finger, so here we go. Number 22 is such a powerful number as well, number 22. Let's see what it says. The book presages the discovery of a mystery affecting the person for the better in a degree governed by the distance. You also have a Joker again, a heart of Jokers. I don't know if you can see this or not. I feel like what this card is telling you is that, you know, you write your love story. You write your book in regards to the love story you want us to be reading. So please, with your thoughts, write us a good book. One that's more like The Notebook and less like Halloween. Okay. Less like Freddy Krueger and more like The Notebook. Right? But yeah, I think you guys are going to hang out again. That's something that you want. If that's something that you really feel is something that serves you, then do the work. As within, so without. Okay, just because it's not your man today doesn't mean it won't. It just because it just looks like it's not your man today or your woman today. It's what you desire is already yours because you desire it. You wouldn't desire it if it wasn't good for you, right? You desire it because it makes you feel good, because it's something you want. Now, y'all go check out Marianne Gaswicki's Chammy on YouTube. She's also on Instagram. Subscribe. When I got in my car accident and died and came back, I was Jack White and Marianne Gaswicki's poetry that got me through it. And her poetry is very refreshing, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. You're so welcome, Dollface. Thank you. Keep us updated. Are there any spirits that want to speak to us in the spirit box? We would really love to get to know you better. What's your name, spirit? Now that you've eaten the REM pod. Arthur Marianne Gaswicki wants to know if there's any spirits that want to speak to us tonight. If you could come forward, if there's any good spirits that want to speak to us tonight. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. That was the lamest sneeze ever. Baby. What are you doing? Sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh, she ran away. Poor dog, I'd run away too. Marianne Gaswicki wants to know, is there any love on the other side? Oh, thank you so much for your donation. Say $5. Okay. $5 taco box coming up. All right, cool. What are your 3 questions, dear? Happy Sunday night Super Bowl. Oh my God. That's amazing. My nephew's getting married. And he proposed to her on Super Bowl, which is like a huge thing for my family to like get together and watch together. I wish that I was with them right now. So it looks like I'm going to a wedding this year. Who wants to be my date? Start putting your resumes in for date with Stormy at her nephew's wedding. Oh, and add your tag on for baby daddy. Put your resumes in for baby daddy too. Okay, your 3 questions. 1, will I have enough for my trip to the UK? Oh, you're going to put me in your suitcase, right? So I can go see my family and my best friend? Can you believe my best friend in the whole wide world and I have had a long-distance relationship our whole lives? This is why I tell people that you can have a long-distance relationship that's healthy, happy, and harmonious. Can you fucking imagine? God, I miss that woman so much. I can't wait to cuddle next to her. And she has like the most beautiful hair ever. And beautiful voice. So kind. I mean, so loving and kind, this woman. You would not believe I think she's an earth angel. So let's get into your questions about your trip to Europe. I'm so excited that you asked me about Europe. I'm hoping to go to Europe this year to see my family. My auntie has leukemia, but she's holding strong. I would love to see her again and sing her a song live. And my best friend, of course, she lives over there. She grew up in a 500-year-old castle. There's several friends who grew up in a 500-year-old castle. But this one is special, Radcliffe Grange. There's actually an HGTV about it. So yes, you are going to have enough money to go to the UK. Why is it that you're going to have enough money? Because you're going to communicate with people in regards to your trip, in regards to what your ideals are with this, so that you can get more people to help you with it. You know, even if it's just, hey, can you give me some extra hours for work? Because I would love to get some extra hours of work to put some extra money towards my trip to the UK. You must communicate what it is that you want to get what you want. I think if I sat around all day and kept my mouth shut, that anything would have any emotion. Now, I don't have to lift a finger to get what I want, but I do have to clearly, communicate my boundaries and communicate what I am capable of doing at my job so I can get more. So this Knight of Wands is definitely telling you to communicate about what it is that your needs are for this trip, okay, Say? And the energy behind that is the beautiful Sophia from the Golden Girls, the Page of Wands. And it's so interesting how you have both these cards together, all right, in regards to your situation going to the UK, because, UK, believe it or not, is one of those it's one of those islands, it's got beaches, it's got clouds, it's got gray skies. And both these cards, these beautiful wands, are showing, you ending up on the shores of the UK, looking at the sky, being creative, thinking about your outcome, thinking about communicating, thinking about the love and the passion that you have with the people you meet and the people that you're going to communicate with. But yes, Spirit says, yes, for sure, you're going to have that extra money, even if you've got to step it up a little bit and say, hey, can I have some extra hours of work at your job? Or maybe you need to let something go that doesn't serve you anymore. Like, I talk to people about this all the time, being a minimalist. I have literally chosen 10 outfits for winter, 10 outfits for spring, 10 outfits for summer, and 10 outfits for fall. Okay, you can have as many panties and socks and mismatched bras as you want, or whatever you guys wear under your clothes. But I literally, and then I added a little extra added bonus. Okay, 10 outfits for the stage. All right. Accessories, you can have buckets, I don't care. But becoming a minimalist is also, I feel Spirit saying in these two cards, because these are very small card numbers. These are also minor cards. Okay. Reduce what you have. Work. You don't have to work hard for it. No. You don't have to work hard for anything in life. But this must be in order. This must be grounded. This must be where you need to be at to find that higher ground. So what is your vision? Spirit asks. What are your other questions, sweetheart? So you're definitely going to have the income that you need. I don't see any pentacles, but we don't know what's going to come up yet in the rest of the reading. Oh no, you can't hear me. What? Fudge. Email me. Why can't she hear me? The sound is on. A Candy Crush ad. Fuck, a part of my friend's YouTube and Instagram. I'm so sorry about the ad. I couldn't see it because they put it in a place I can't see it all the time. Okay, let's go back. So sorry about that ad. You're going to have to really, you don't have to lift a finger. It doesn't have to be so difficult to get the money together, but you do need to communicate about the needs that you're going to need with this income to go to the UK. Like I said, you might have to ask your job for more hours. You might have to get rid of things that you've had sitting around that don't serve you. Okay. You're starting a whole new life, I feel. What are your other questions, dear? My third question is, will my relationship with my boyfriend work out? We've been arguing a lot, and it's been my fault, of course, and then due to my crappy mental health. Okay, so first of all, here's your limiting belief in circumstance. You're like, oh God, I've got crappy mental health. Just fucking stop it before I come through the computer and I'll spank you with my cat of nine tails. You're fine. Okay. You're on the right path to not only finding, that mental wealth and well-being. This is something you need to be telling yourself. This is something you need to be embodying. Yes, while you should find a therapist that you can just say anything to. And I'm telling you, I'm no therapist that puts you on the naughty step either. Okay, you need to be getting into the ideas that your mental wealth or health doesn't get in the way of things. Okay, because you have been taught that. Stop that. My mental health doesn't get in the way of my things. Look at what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm ADHD, and I've been diagnosed since before I was 7. How they could say I was that way just because I said it's so weird that women use their mascara and they hold their mouths open when putting their mascara on. They're like, she's too aware, she's ADHD. So my mom was like, okay, whatever, I'm not going to put her on the drugs for it. We're just going to holistically treat her with cannabis. Okay, and yeah, I have my moments. I either sleep too much or I don't sleep at all. I either eat too much or I don't eat at all. I either go way extreme, I don't go extreme at all. All right, but I tell you what, I could not accept being told that a lot of things get in the way because of my mental health. But what would happen to me is I would often wonder, do I have, stupid dumb bitch on my face or something? Do people think my music sucks or something? Is there something wrong with me? Okay, and it would create I had these wobbles that would create scenarios like, oh, my boyfriend and I aren't getting along, or so and I are not getting along, or so and I could never have what I want because it's just a limiting belief in circumstance, honey. Okay, so your third question is, I'm not even sure I got to the second question. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. A lot saved up, huh? A lot saved up. Okay. Well, you protect that. Okay. These are literally your dreams. There's nothing wrong with getting a side hustle. Maybe Spirit saying, that you might benefit from getting some kind of side hustle, so that you don't have to dip too much into what you saved. Because let me tell you, life is short, life is tough. Okay? And I'm from the school Hard Knocks. And you need to be protecting that. All right? I don't do financial readings, but I can help people with their money. Okay? I know how to pinch a butt and pinch a penny. But don't worry, I won't pinch your butt. So let's go ahead and get into what you need to know real quick about your money situation a little bit more. And then we'll ask that third question because you think it's going to be real difficult in this 9 of Wands. You're literally raking yourself over the coals, giving yourself a headache over this when you're supposed to be enjoying this idea of what's going to the UK going to be like in this Queen of Cups. You're being too sensitive about giving yourself a headache over how it's going to work out when you need to be creating how it's going to work out in this Queen of Cups. What is it that you wanted? Oh my God, and there's a King of Cups right behind it. What is it that you want? There's nothing but sensitivity, understanding, and realize you a stable foundation of love and trust. 9 of Wands can be a little bit about feeling like, this is just so overwhelming that I'm going to try to make this power move. But in regards to your third question, with your relationship working out, it's going to work out, yes, in this 6 of Wands. There is a lot of success to be had in your connection with your boyfriend. But what you got to understand is communication is key. Hey, honey, I'm not feeling so mentally wealthy today. Could you please not step on my dick? In my case, since I don't have one, it would be my hair. That's my dick. Okay? Please don't step on my long, beautiful princess hair. So best friend award is what the card says. She's holding up that cup of love. She's got the 6 of Wands behind her. You can have the success, this happiness, this joy, this ideal of this harmonious, happy relationship. Despite your mental wealth or health, stop blaming it on that. Stop putting yourself on the naughty step because somebody told you that you have a mental health problem and that you're not ashamed of it instead. Okay? Yes, I said step on my dick. Pardon my French, YouTube and Instagram, but it's just the fucking truth. Pardon my French again, but still, it's just the truth. Okay? So yeah, things are gonna work out. Oop, wait, I'm knocking over the computer. Please don't knock over. So once again, here's your homework. All right, let me get just a little space sec just to get you some advice real quick. Spirit, any advice for say? Any advice for say? Any advice for say, Spirit? You came here to turn out the lights. That's so funny. Because this very well might be my last tarot card reading that I do tonight. And I have turned out the lights. But what this card means, what this oracle card means is that you were sent here to have fun. All right? You were sent here to put the movie on, turn the lights low, make sure everyone's got their popcorn and their candy and everyone's well taken care of, to nurture, love, cherish, and adore. Even if they're just some aliens with some goggles, some 3D goggles on, and also looking at your 3D. They're wearing 3D glasses. These aliens are literally wearing 3D glasses. What does that tell you? What you perceive in your 3D reality, which is everything around you in the room right now. Everything had to be here right now because I had a thought. It's the same for you, say. So what does your partner think about you? Only you decide. What do they feel about you? What do you want to happen? You are literally the director of your movie. All right. I know I sound totally batshit crazy, but I swear science proving. I know that science has been proven again and again. What you persist in thinking and feeling. It just shows up that way. I mean, look, I've been like sitting here going, oh yeah, look at my nephew, found himself a beautiful girlfriend and she's a vegan like me. Oh my God. They're going to get married. And what happens? They get married. They're getting married. I literally manifested $400,000 for a friend of mine. I'm so happy for them. I did that. And while they manifested me a big fat block, I'm unblocking that person. And they're unblocking me too. And we're working things out for each other as friends. And I couldn't be happier for this person. Okay, I manifested a whole new love story for many people in this channel. And I have manifested a whole new story for myself by changing bullshit letters people send me, changing hateful things people say to me to loving things, changing situations with just the idea that I could. So go ahead and get into more searching on YouTube or Instagram for a side hustle you could do, just to kind of bring in some of that extra income. I know you're a full-time student, but I just know that as a full-time student myself once, that you can do it. Just to even bring in a little bit of income, even if it's just $20 here, $5 here, whatever. Even if it's just to get on YouTube, like I told Loyal to Lauren, even if it's just to get on YouTube and do a couple of readings. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing, Spirit's going to guide you. All right? I know a lot of fucking assholes want to say that tarot card readings are demonic and that they're just like the Ouija board. All I got to say is fuck you. Part of my French YouTube. It's not like an Ouija board. There's nobody here to cast a prayer over you but yourself. Stop acting as if there's something outside of you to give you anything. Okay? I'm fucking quite serious. Well, it doesn't have to be that difficult, I promise. Don't try too hard, say. I promise. The harder you try, the harder it gets. And the more difficult you're making it on yourself. So just think about what you want. You want that new job, even if it's just working a couple hours a day at the coffee shop. Okay, whatever you feel comfortable with. Thank you so much, Say, for your donation. You're powerful and kind as well for leaving me a donation today. Thank you. I have so much fun doing this. Spirit box seems to want to talk. Let's do your spirit clearing so that at least you can get into this energy, that's this frequency. You go to bed tonight feeling as if you got everything you want, throwing all that logic, circumstances, and limiting beliefs out. We're only born with two fears, and that's being dropped and loud noises. So I was born mostly deaf, so I was not afraid of loud noises because I didn't know what that was. So just take a deep breath, hold it in for a few moments. Let it go. Just exhale. Think about what it is that you want. When you start to get afraid, don't let fear choose your fate for you. Choose the fate you want for yourself. So take another deep breath and hold it in for a few moments. Inhale what's good and exhale what's not. Okay? And if you have to stop and do that yourself like a couple of times a day, then that's okay too. Do it. It'll help center you. I hope it was okay. I hope that telling you straight like that's going to help out. Keep me updated. Say I'm here for you. We all are. Cheers for Super Bowl Sunday. I know the deep breath and the bowl is very calming. I'm glad I added it to the readings because it helps me really clear my energy of things. No, thank you. You have a good night. Be safe. Keep me updated. This was just the first night of Sunday night. Noir films. And they're mostly just like funny, adventurous, silent films. Friday night we have the horror films. We're going to start those back up next Friday. And every day I do tarot Greek counseling sessions here. Sometimes I'm on Instagram at Stormy Blue Music is Sacred. That's BLEU, the French way. Pardon my French. All right, cool. Drop by tomorrow, Tuesday. I'm having a Valentine's Day party. So come by. Freeze, $5 taco box, $15 general reading, $25 in-depth, 33 Twinflame Soulmate readings, as well as the $40 rapid transformational life coaching therapy. What kind of horror? It's just old-fashioned horror, like vampire crap. Like all that cool old vampire horror kind of stuff. I don't know if it's going to be as camp. I don't know if I could tell you it's as campy as Elvira, but nothing too bloody, nothing too gory. I'm into that kind of horror that's not gory. I like that horror that makes me feel mystery and fear and sex. Sexy, spooky, creepy. Like I never thought that I'd ever live in this haunted house, but you know what? I want to tell you something real quick before you leave. I used to always say when I drove by this house, God, that house scares me so much. I hope I never have to fucking live in it. And then like my worst nightmare came true. But it's really turned into quite of an awesome dream come true. So you never know. You never know what life is going to throw at you that you manifested that was actually a dream come true that might look spooky at first. Aw, I look like Elvira? Thank you. That's so sweet of you to say. I'm flattered. Nobody's ever said anything nice to me like that. Well, if you see any photos on Instagram that like inspire you, that make you think of me, send them to me at Stormy, STORMIEBLEU. Music is sacred. Do I ever get scared? All the time, honey? I'm scared all the time. Okay. I got a gun in one hand and a teddy bear in the other. But I'm a total warrior, so I'm okay. And the best part is that I've made friends with the ghosts, and we're all good buddies. I kind of feel like Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, like he's got that undead army. Like I kind of feel like they've become my army. I really do. And they all range from like different genders, different ages, different places, different. I mean, there's been so many Estes methods and so many spirit boxes that we've done. I mean, we had Pee Wee Herman join us and Jambi. We've had David Bowie come by to what sounded like them. We've had Matt from Friends. It's been pretty interesting around here. We've learned that they spell. We've learned that they don't type. I'm sorry, they don't type. I saw some letters that I typed. I guess I don't know how those letters got there because I don't remember typing at all. But we've learned they spell. We've learned they're telepathic. We've learned that they can hear us. They can see us. They can read. We know they can read the chat. We know they can read because I will wear XPLR's, which is Sam and Colby's channel. I will wear their shirt most of the time, like when it gets cold like this inside the house. And it actually literally spelled out XPLR once when I was doing an Estes method. And I really feel like that night of the Estes method that the spirits were trying to tell me Colby had cancer. I misconstrued it in thinking that the spirit was saying something about the astrological sign Cancer because Addison's name had come through. Addison was having an out-of-body experience, but somehow something or someone or her was talking to the spirit box, talking about Addison, who's a moderator here at the Chammy and a longtime friend, and we share the same mentor. That's how we met. But it's so unusual because I thought that maybe they were talking about her boyfriend who's a Cancer. I'm not sure. And I was just like beside myself when I found out about Colby having cancer during the same time my dad had colon cancer. But both are healthy, fit, and well now, and they're going to stay that way. You better believe it. I'm going to make sure, at least in my fucking reality. That is so weird. I'm just going to put in chat what I looked down and saw those letters. 3WRETWWWW. Like, I didn't type that. I don't know what that's. But I thought I would enter it anyways. So how long have we been live? Gosh, I think I'm on hour 4 or 5. At least on YouTube I am. Let's ask the spirit box a few more questions before I take off for the night because it is getting a little bit late here. And I would like to do some other creative stuff before it's time to go to bed. And I gotta eat some dinner. I didn't eat any dinner yet tonight. I think my dad made me a salad. Okay, Spirit, we'd love to talk to you. You would like us to know. I'm going to slow down the spirit box. Maybe it'll be easier to say something for you. Weird. Like, there's no antenna in this. Does that mean that, like, they listen to music on the other side or something? That was a scary noise. Are there any spirits? Are there any spirits that want to say anything to us? That is really weird. Like how and there's no antenna. Holy cow, I'm so glad my hands were there to turn that down. Do I ever get rude spirits? Oh, all the time. There's one spirit that has such a big crush on Molly that he started asking her if she wants to ride. and he like is associated with a spirit we talked to. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. There is a house that belonged to the old sheriff of my town. And that house burned down in 2020. And the creepiest part is there was a little girl buried under the house. If you watch the actual channel trailer, it's a trailer that is a book trailer that I made for my book that I'm writing. It's actually a trilogy. It's 3 books. It's a trilogy. It's a Southern Gothic horror. It is about the Mill Village. It is about Atlanta. If you watch that book trailer, there'll be a place in that video at the end and a house that you'll see at the end where the little girl buried under the house is buried or was buried under the house before the house burned down. I don't know if her body's still there. I don't know if they excavated it, buried her up here in the other cemetery here by the house. But here's what's creepy. The graves in my yard are unmarked. We don't really know where the bodies are. We just know where the graveyard is, and the house was built on top of it. So now what you hear is just, it could be coming from anywhere. I mean, our universe is like 16 million light years long. It could be coming from anywhere, this frequency. It could be aliens for all I know. But some of the spirits and this timeline, I should probably make a timeline of the video of the storyline. Because there's this rude spirit has a crush on Molly and likes to say things to her about how he feels about her. But he also takes care of the little girl buried under the house. I don't know if it's her caregiver, her caretaker on the other side, her dad. He never really made it clear. And I think he might be French. A lot of these spirits are also, they're bilingual. Some of them can speak Spanish. Some of them are French. Some of them are English. We've gotten some Greek ones before, but I felt like that was just my family members. And what's really weird is a lot of them will talk at the same time, so sometimes we can't understand what they're saying. But there's a storyline. I have had some that are not associated with the little girl buried under the house. And they'll call us whores. They'll call us names, and I'll just have to tell them that's not how it is, because something you have to understand, some of these spirits were Britney Spears fans from 2007, and then some of them were from the 1700s. So you've got a very different type of persona, a different type of energy. Like some of the things now, they don't really understand. But then some of them are very smart and articulate and know and understand what's going on. It's not like they're stupid at all. On the other side, they're not really dead. I think and feel that spirit is letting us in on the fact that, we are immortal. We really, our energy truly is immortal. Oh, Southern Gothic is your favorite? Yep, me too. So maybe that's what I'll go do. I'll go work on my book. And you watch the book trailer. It's now midnight. There's nothing else to do but work on a book. And it's raining outside. Let's ask the spirit box a few more questions. Is there anything important you want us to know, Spirit, before we close the portal tonight? All right, Marianne Guest Wiki, have fun uploading your video. Thank you so much for coming by tonight and moderating. Addison has not been feeling well. Nikki has been very busy with the children. And Molly has been on vacation. It was so fun. Let's play with StreamYard or something so we can figure out how to use it for both our chammies. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask the tarot for free before you leave? Since you did work all night and moderate, at least I can do is give you a free reading. And if you don't want to ask a question now, ask me later in DMs, okay? Okay, cool. You can ask me when we get together. Thanks everyone for coming by tonight. It's been so much fun talking with you guys, doing tarot card readings, having a Super Bowl party, watching the film tonight. Sundays are my favorite days. It's the day I was born on. Oh no, another ad. Oh God. All right, I'm going to do the free collective message while the ad is up. Let's get the romance angel cards. Yeah, actually, no, I feel called to do the sexual oracle tarot to give everybody a little spiritual review of, oh, and we'll get the romance angels too anyway. So, Spirit, what does everybody need to know right now? What do the angels need? What does anything out there that's good need us to know about love, romance as a collective message? True love. What a beautiful card. So for anybody on Instagram who needs to see this card, here you go. True love is the collective message for the Romance Angels deck tonight. This is a romance of a lifetime. That's so interesting. Love of a lifetime. True love. Okay, and what breaks a curse? Only true love's kiss. So maybe some of you are going to be breaking a curse with true love's kiss this Valentine's. Let's see what else Spirit needs you to know. This card's upright, so let's see what it says. Passion. So I kind of feel like this card is about people who mirror each other. It could be about soulmates, twin flames. I just love how the angel mirrors the girl in the picture. I mean, that doesn't even have to be a girl. It could even be just an angel as well. I mean, what if it's an angel as well? Okay, the spirit box is really freaking out and really freaking me out. I think I'm just going to turn it off. It just got so creepy. So yeah, we've got the passion. For anybody on Instagram who wants to see the card a little bit better, maybe it could just be two angels whose heartbeat is one. It could be that this card is trying to let you know that allowing your heart and soul to sing with joy at this time is going to be what serves you right now. So I'm just going to do a spirit clearing after I do this. If you don't want to hear the bell, leave now. Spirit, what do we need to know from this sexual magical oracle? What kind of spiritual prayer or exercise do you need us to be working on as a collective this Valentine? Just so those on Instagram can see it. and those on YouTube can see it. This card's about healing. I feel like this card is a lot about self-love. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit needs you to know about the spiritual exercise. Just so you can see the card again. Sorry about that. Yes, healing number 24. Let's go ahead and get into what the ideal is of this card. Sorry about the shining bright light. See what the spiritual exercise is. We already know the card is healing. We already know that maybe some of us or all of us need a little bit healing no matter what or where we are at. The full moon, gentle and maternal, soothes the wounds of the heart and illuminates the path to new love. Reflection. If the cause of suffering, including romantic anguish, is always an imbalance, healing is equivalent to restoring lost harmony. Did I really just hear a bird outside? Wow. Magic. Okay, so here's the spiritual exercise. To heal a sorrow of heart, ask the full moon for help. Swinging your arms up in the presence. Wear her symbols, silvery jewelry shells, and white robes. So this is going to be your exercise. You're going to go outside. You're going to ask the moon for help. You're going to wear silvery robes. You're going to wear silvery jewelry. So will you join me? Maybe we'll get together on the next full moon and do something like that. If you'd like to get a membership to my Chammy, the link is in the bio. It's YouTube/Stormy Haworth, HAWORTH. If you'd like to join me on Instagram, it's Stormy Blue, BLEU, Music is Sacred, STORMIE. And maybe we can get together and hang out. Maybe we'll do the full moon ritual that Spirit is asking us to do as a collective to heal ourselves, asking the moon for help, wearing the silvery robes, wearing the silvery jewelry that represents the moon herself. I feel like the magical angel numbers tonight are 224, so check that out. I don't know why that's in the chat. I didn't type it. Any hoodle noodles. Hope you find wonderful, passionate happiness in the rest of your evenings. I hope that you find what you're looking for and that y'all have a good night. Thanks so much for coming by. Please follow, please like, please subscribe, please share. Let's go listen to Share. Anyways, good night. Love and light bright. Music is sacred.